Let's get right to MSNBC White House correspondent Von Hilliard, MSNBC's senior Capitol Hill correspondent and host of Way Too Early, Ali Vitale, along with our MSNBC political analyst Brendan Buck, former aide to House Speakers Paul Ryan and John Boehner, and former Democratic Congresswoman Donna Edwards. Lots to discuss here. Von, kick us off. In addition to these two big meetings today, the president has also just announced another round of steep tariffs. Take us through this day.
Right. It's a heck of a Monday here at the White House. In about an hour from now, we anticipate the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu making his way down the road one block here to meet with the president here. We know that the stakes of this meeting are high. This is his fourth time at the White House here in 2025 alone to meet with President Trump. Back in July was the two men's last meeting, and there was much talks about a potential Hamas-Israel peace plan. Now, after last week, up at the UN General Assembly, the president met with numerous Arab nations to go through this 21-point potential peace plan that would ultimately allow a mix of some Arab nation security forces to go into Gaza. Hamas would not be able to exist in Gaza. There is a lot of details in this 21-point plan. And the anticipation is that the president will be presenting that to the Israeli prime minister here today. We anticipate a potential press conference between these two men, if not cameras inside of the Oval Office, potentially, as the president has sought to do over the course of this year with other foreign leaders. But in a year in which he has repeatedly deferred to the Israeli prime minister, the president has increasingly called on an end to this war and continues to face pressure, including here at home, to push his longtime ally Benjamin Netanyahu to go through with this deal. And then merely just hours after Netanyahu is set to leave the White House, it is going to be the top two Democratic congressional leaders, Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, and the two Republican leaders, Speaker Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader John Thune, who will be making their way then here to the White House as a government shutdown here midweek looms. And as you mentioned, the president here just in the last hour, amid all of this, saying that he will be putting 100% tariffs on foreign films coming into the United States. Of course, there's a lot of questions about how exactly you do that, because there's productions that take place overseas, productions here at home. So there's a lot of questions, but the president clearly continuing to try to push not only the domestic agenda here ahead of that congressional meeting, but also seems to have his focus in a lot of different places here in a very important week.
Yeah, there was another post just in the last half hour or so talking about tariffs on furniture not made in the U.S. as well. So we'll be listening and all eyes on the White House to see how the president prioritizes his day. Thank you, Von Hilliard. We'll check back later this hour. Meantime, Ali, what are the expectations on the congressional side for today's shutdown meeting?
Well, it could either be a whole lot of something or a whole lot of nothing. We are really on the clock here for a government shutdown. The fact that they're having this meeting at such a late point means that they are kind of hamstrung on how they can actually avoid a government shutdown, in large part because all House members are actually out of town. And when I say all, I mean mostly Republicans, because Hakeem Jeffries, the top Democrat in the House, called his members back to town so that they would be here and ready to vote if there were something to vote on. There's a world in which people could come out of this meeting and say, all right, we're ready to go on a government funding bill that's clean. That's exactly what Republicans are asking for. You showed the sort of stakes and the goals that each side has laid out on the screen there. For Republicans, that's what they're saying they want. They want a clean government funding bill. But in order to do that, they actually need 5 or 6 Democrats to cross party lines in the Senate and provide them with those votes, because they need to hit a 60-vote threshold to keep the government open. That's where the pressure that Republicans are feeling from the political side of this really comes into play, because grassroots groups, advocacy groups, as well as Democrats themselves are keeping the pressure on leaders like Chuck Schumer to withhold their votes until they see concessions on things that you have listed on the right side of your screen, like health care priorities, including Affordable Care Act subsidies that are set to expire at the end of the year and would jack up premium costs on health care for every American, not just Democrats, not just Republicans. I think there's a world in which you could get to a point here where there's a deal to be made on ACA subsidies, in large part because even Republicans have signaled that this could be a negative for them going into the midterm elections. And Speaker Mike Johnson has sort of left a door open on negotiating on that. But it's a question of timing. The fact that Republicans would like to just get through a clean funding deal now and then double back on the other health care priorities. Democrats very much don't want to do that.
Yeah, Democrats must see leverage in this moment. But here's what Senate Minority Leader Schumer said on Meet the Press. Let's listen.
We need a meeting, that we need a real negotiation, that you don't do this by one party putting together a completely partisan bill and saying take it or leave it. So they felt the heat. The president at first said no. Remember, he first said yes for a meeting, then he said no for a meeting. He went on a rant against Democrats. But I think they felt the heat, and they now want to sit down. But the fundamental question hasn't been answered yet, and we'll see on Monday. Are they serious about negotiating with us in a real way?
Brendan, do Republicans feel the heat? And what's your sense? Will this be an actual negotiation, or is this meeting just theater?
Yeah, I don't think they're feeling the heat at all. And in fact, I think it's been reported that the meeting came together because Chuck Schumer asked John Thune to set up the meeting. Look, I've been through, unfortunately, a number of shutdowns, and it doesn't really matter what the substance is. The party that is asking for something as a condition of their vote to keep the government open almost always loses. And, I hate to say you kind of win and lose, because in the end, these things kind of come and go. And politically, they don't tend to matter very much, but they have a real world impact on people. And so I think that's what I'm really looking for. I think Chuck Schumer, politically, within his own caucus and for his own politics, probably needs to show that he's willing to fight, willing to go to a shutdown. But a government shutdown is painful. There are real consequences to it. And I wonder how long they're willing to stomach that, because really what's on the table at this point is just a very simple 6 or 7 week funding bill. Now, I know there's a lot of stuff that they talk about, and they don't want to sign off on the status quo. I get that. But no matter what sort of how much you believe in the righteousness of your cause, it almost never works out. And I imagine this will end pretty similar the same way, with Democrats folding at the end.
But, Brendan, didn't this GOP leadership promise to end the cycle of short-term CRs? How do you explain them suddenly being cool with just doing another stopgap bill?
Yeah, that's been the theme of Mike Johnson's speakership, as he said we were done doing this, but that's just not practical reality. We just don't have anything else to do. There is no agreement to fund the government much longer. And it's funny, we're only talking about our 6 or 7 week plan to fund the government because they say they need that much time for a long-term plan. I'm skeptical that's going to happen either. So, yeah, that's a really frustrating way to run the government. But the reality is, at this moment, the alternative is shutting the government down. And I just don't know that the Democrats are really willing to ride that out for much more than a few days.
Congresswoman, back in March, Schumer essentially folded. He got no concessions from the GOP. Democrats were outraged. Has the calculus changed this time around in those few short months? And are Democrats now united in opposition this time?
I think what Democrats are united in is that they want to see that Americans' health care costs don't go up. I mean, the difference between now and March is that in that 6 or 7 week short-term period, Americans have to make really important financial health care decisions about selecting their health care plans leading up to the December 7th deadline. And so there is a real consequence of not understanding what's going to happen with respect to those subsidies for American families, apart from the fact that the Medicaid cuts really are unsustainable. And so I think on this issue where Democrats have differed is that they're really fighting over something that hits Americans' pockets. They understand it. They look every year to see what their health care costs are. And I agree with Brendan. I didn't support shutdowns when I was in government, whether they were going to be engineered by Democrats or Republicans. But the fact is that the president has not shown a willingness to adhere to appropriations that have funded the government. He has not shown the inclination to respect the process by having a negotiation between Democrats and Republicans. And so I think Democrats' view about this is that 300,000 federal workers are going to lose their jobs at the end of the year, that healthcare costs are going to skyrocket, that's unsustainable, that costs are going up for Americans. And so if there's not a time to fight, I don't know when that time would be.
It sounds like Democrats don't want those results that you just spoke of, but that's what the Republicans are threatening. So why not just let it happen is one question. The thing that we're hearing, though, I want to play some of the sound we're hearing from the leaders as they are doing the finger pointing over who would pay the political price for a shutdown. Here's a sample.
They're trying to intimidate the American people and us. God forbid the Republicans shut the government down. The American people will know it's on their back.
He's going to tell Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries to stop playing political games. It's a burden that can easily be avoided if the Democrats will just apply common sense and do the right thing. But if they force that, you know, the results are going to be on them, not on Republicans.
I want to come back to you, Congresswoman, because you were there for the shutdown during President Obama's second term. Which party takes blame during a shutdown? Is it the party in power or the minority?
Well, I think in this instance, that's actually too simplistic. Here, Republicans control the House, the Senate, and the White House. And so for them to put the blame on Democrats is just not, it's laughable even. They control government. If they don't want government to shut down, then their obligation as leaders and as the majority party is to sit down with Democrats and to negotiate a solution. And if President Trump is going into this meeting to just bully Democrats, I just don't think that that is going to be a strategy for negotiating a solution to this mess.
All right. Former Congresswoman Donna Edwards, Ali Vitale, Brendan Buck, thank you all.